guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Self-Defense and Prepping Worldwide. My name is Kevin Hammond. This is the first episode of my channel, and today we're going to be talking about the basics of Prepping 101. Why is this Self-Defense and Prepping Worldwide? Well, as I'm sure you can hear from my accent, I am South African. As such, this channel will be a little bit different to some of the prepping channels you see in America, because our laws are slightly different and our infrastructure is also slightly different. But this is not just based or aimed, at people in South Africa. Anyone from any background or country can watch this channel, and I'm trying to make this channel as appropriate to people from all countries and regions as possible. And it's not just going to be a channel about gear, it's going to be more about what you can do to be prepared for the shit hits the fan situation, because this was filmed at the height of the coronavirus pandemic and the shit had hit the fan. I was prepared, not as prepared as I would have liked to have been, but that's largely from a budgetary point of view, which is also one of the reasons why this is a worldwide channel. Most of the world is developing world. This is made in the developing world, and it's aimed at people that don't have huge budgets, although, like I say, anyone can watch it and enjoy it. So let's get to it. Prepping 101. The first thing you're going to need is a pen and a piece of paper. Like Sheldon Cooper says in The Big Bang Theory, if he had to make a list of everything that cured his anxiety, lists would be at the top of that list. So keep that in mind. Get your pen and paper out. Don't just watch this channel. I would love for you to like and subscribe over there, but if you really want the best from this channel, take a moment, get a pen and paper, and let's get started. Okay, now that you've got your pen and paper, let's get on to the 5 basic needs, or as I call them, the 5 fingers of prepping. These are the foundations of all the prepping that we'll be doing on this channel. So it's important that we remember the 5 fingers of prepping. Now, what are the 5 basic needs? The 5 basic needs are the 5 avenues of prepping that you're preparing for, and the 5 things you're trying to defend yourself, parts of your life. And it's the 5 categories. It's an easy way to remember. Each finger, if you check them off, then you know that when all 5 are taken care of, then you're fully prepared and you're ready, if you're ever fully prepared and ready. Also, the 5 basic needs are the 5 needs that need to be met simultaneously. So let's get to it. What are the 5 basic needs? The 5 basic needs are shelter, security, society, health, and hope. And these 5 needs, all of them need to be met at all times. If you have a magnificent home that's stocked full of food and water, but you can't defend that home from people trying to take your food and water, you don't have security, then it doesn't really matter. That your shelter doesn't matter because you didn't have security. If you have shelter and security, you've got guns, you've got this magnificent home, but then you cut yourself and you don't have a first aid kit and you bleed to death, then you didn't have health. And the same with society and hope. Those are a little bit more esoteric, but if you don't live in a vacuum, you live in society, and you need to, without the right mindset, prepping is a waste of time. So those are the 5 basic needs, and you need to meet them at all times. And you need to be thinking along the lines of, okay, I've got my shelter, I've got my security, I've got my health, society, and hope. Those are the 5 arms of prepping. Much like in a military, you've got the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Army. They've each got their role, but together they are the military. Your 5 fingers are the 5 parts of prepping. So as we go along in the next few episodes, this is Prepping 101. Prepping 102 will be the first of the 5 basic needs, which we will outline, which will be shelter. And then we will talk about the 5 keys of shelter. So each of the 5 needs has 5 keys. So as we go along, it'll be easy to keep track of where you are in this program, because it's a sequential program, and as you watch, you'll become more and more prepared. Use your pen and paper. Write down these 5 basic needs. Write down the 5 keys that I give you to each of the needs. And then basically do your homework. Go out and become prepared, get ready, train, and I'll see you